All right, hey, I'm Charles, and welcome to my page here on YouTube. I can't believe I'm even saying that. I'm in my mid-50s. I love iRacing. I've been doing iRacing since it came out. I'm an old Papyrus guy. That would be Papyrus 3, 4, 2003. And I have all the games in between and all the mods that people were doing after Papyrus lost the NASCAR license. So been around this, but I've never really put time into it until recently, and that's when I decided to run the 24 hours of Daytona with a couple of friends of mine that I met at a second job I had at Apple. It was fun, but I was out of my leagues. I was out of sorts. I've always been an oval guy, and it instantly made me want to do these GT3 cars. So the first thing I think of is, how do I get better? First of all, you're not looking to me to get better. You're looking at my page to see how you might want to practice. This is just an option. So many people, I think, go out there and try to learn on a track with other people. And you can do that, but what you end up doing is not running the correct line, not doing the right stuff, and more importantly, you're making people upset because you're in their way. So here's what I'm going to ask. Take 5 minutes to see what I do. Now, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to show you here on the bottom part. This is Trophy AI. I do pay for the subscription. I find it nice. You got a bunch of AI stuff, tools that'll help you get through the track, help you get used to the track, and also help you set up the car when you're getting into corners and all the rest by using their AI stuff. But what I use it for is when you download a setup, you also get these hot laps. Now you can find hot laps all over the internet. If you're a YouTube guy, you can see there's probably 20 different people that are giving you a hot lap. So that screen down there is what I'm using, but you could honestly be using anything that you found off of YouTube. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a test track up top. You can see it up in the right hand corner, and I'm going to use their hot lap down here to kind of compare what's going on. But I'm not going to sit there and watch this for a half hour, then open up another program and go back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth and alternate and go through every single set of corners and complexes over the next hour. Now I'm not going to do that on YouTube right now, but I'm going to show you what I do just right here in this first corner, talk you through what I do, and what basically happens on a Monday night when I get on one of these tracks. I'm the slowest guy in the whole field. You got those alien guys, those Max Verstappen guys that are doing, let's say for example, here at Long Beach, they're pumping in 5-6 seconds faster than me. That's because I don't know the track, I don't know my braking spots, I don't know how to count. When I say count, that's mean how I count down my gear changes, and I'm going to use this to help me up here in the top right hand corner. Now if you don't know this, one of the things that you can do in iRacing for test runs is you can set up buttons on your steering wheel or on your keyboard that will let you redo the same corner over and over again. Basically a start point, and then when you finish your corner or you finish your complex, you hit the next button and it'll take you right back to your start point. You do not have to do a whole minute and 22 seconds, minute and 18 seconds to get around to practice that. You know how it is. You're practicing, you blow the corner, now you gotta wait another minute to get back to that corner. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down here to this bottom left, and I've already got it set up that I'm gonna be hitting down the front stretch, and what I'm going to do is talk my way. I'm not really talking to you. I'm gonna be doing exactly what I would be talking to myself about as I go through this whole learning opportunity. So here we go. Here we are at Long Beach, down the straightaway, getting towards pit road exit, and I'm going to play this over and over and over again. Right away, I can see when he starts to get out of the gas about there, and then there's a little white line. Right, there's the first line that I see where I'm thinking we're lifting, and there's the second line where we're actively going to go through the braking. Boom, 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 down to second gear. Now I'm just going to come back and I'm going to do this over and over again. Boom, 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 boom. Now you might count down. I like to say boom, boom, boom. And I think that's from all the years of going to the 24 hours of Daytona. If you hear these real cars shifting gears and coming out of gears, it's a real pop. It's a real bang. Boom, 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 boom. Now he's not really lifting at all on that first line at all. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to pause it right here. After I've done that about 5 or 6 times, now down here in the corner, I'm going to be looking at this telemetry. Unfortunately, I have this bar here that I can't seem to get rid of, right, because I'm in a full screen. And it's going to show you when they're getting off the brakes. If you do not use telemetry now, I'm begging you to start using it. It's the best way to learn and figure out what you might be doing right or wrong. So I'm going to do this a couple more times. Watch how this entry down this red line, you can see how it curves, but it straightens out. He's taking every bit of this before he gets a penalty for being in that before he goes into turn 2. So here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Turn in. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the, trying to check out the steering wheel. How much radius is he putting in? All right, pretty smooth. I'm going to pause it there. Now I'm going to come back over here to, you can see at the top right hand corner, this is my car parked back here at Long Beach like I blew the corner. I'm going to hit my button to start over, and then I'm going to take my try at it. I guarantee it, I'm not going to look good. What I'm going to try and do is just keep on getting better and better and better at it. Not good enough. Nothing is where I want to be. So when I do this, I pause, gather myself, and I realize that when I hit the button, to give myself a lot of space. Some people might want to hit your button, so you got a lot of straightaway before you have to really concentrate. Prepare yourself out of this. Man, it's horrible. That's my best one yet. Alright, so now I'm kind of catching my breath. Alright, so right away I can see what I've made a mistake on this with. Not enough space, I'm already on it, so now I gotta, before I hit this button again, I really want to collect myself. I'm going to give it gas, so I'm in the gas. Straighten my wheel. Not quite, not quite. Straighten up my wheel. Wheel. Straighten out my wheel. You can hear all that sliding. Straighten out my wheel. Not bad. So instinctively what I saw myself do there, in the telemetry, I don't have it up, I wish I did. My trail braking is atrocious right now because I'm just getting used to it. You see, out of 10 times, I did it correct twice. And as you keep on doing this, you go back to the other one, you look what they're doing, come back. Make sure you straighten out your wheel before you push your button again. And then you just keep on going. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. You know, and when I say out of 10, that means I'm going to do this 10, 15, 20, 30 times. All in an effort to just make muscle memory here at Long Beach. When you messed up, just do it again. All right, so now that I've done it, I'm going to try and see how many I can get in a row in 5. All right, so there we go. That's just a short little video to show you what I do. If you go back and you see and you learn from me what I just did, atrocious. I think the first 5 times I did it, I hit the wall. Out of the next 5 out of that, I missed the wall, but I was early. It was just a mess. Here in just 5-10 minutes, I was able to then finally get through that first turn, trail brake better, not where you need to be, but get continually better until you find yourself moving on to the next part. Moving on to the next part is just as simple as letting this play through. Find your little part right here where we're at. Let's see how that looks. Now I'm just going to watch this over and over and over again. Find the braking spot. Pause. Come back to this. Straighten wheel. And now you're into the next complex. All right. Like I said, this is the first time doing this. It might be on YouTube for a day. It might only be on YouTube. It might never make me YouTube. But this is what I'm trying to do. All right. Hey, thanks for anyways. I think on Twitch, I got a name now. It's called the Brook Sim Racer. I'm Coach Shanks. By the way, it's not Coach Shanks because of racing. I've just spent a lifetime in high school athletics, coaching football and soccer, and that's what I go by. So thanks for stopping by. Hopefully this helped you become a brand new iRacing competitor. Thanks.